After an opening loss, my Emirates have flexed their superstar power to reel off 2 wins in a row in the DP World ILT20. Captain Nicholas Pooran lashed a sizzling 50 with lots of West Indian flair.
There you go, another boundary. Brings up the 50 for Captain Nicholas Pooran.
And Aussie powerhouse Tim David went on a six-fest as they downed the defending champions golf giants. While Trent Bolt blew away the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders to lift his team to the top of the table.
That's straight up, there should be another.
And Trent Bolt is too smart.
Tonight he faces a red-hot Johnson Charles and a Sharjah Warriors team buoyed by a slick win over the Dubai Capitals last Monday. As the fans in Sharjah get ready to roar on their men in yellow again, buckle up for a Friday night blockbuster. Another stunning night here in Sharjah as we get ready for match number 9 in the DP World ILT20. It is the Sharjah Warriors at home taking on my Emirates. If we take a look at the points table, it is 1v5. Back-to-back wins for my Emirates see them at the top of the table, and just the 1 win, 1 loss for the Sharjah Warriors, and they'll be looking to put more points on the board, that is for sure. Welcome to Cricket Safari. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're joining us on ZEE or around the world, it's a gorgeous night at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Ground. Let's head out to the middle now with Alan Wilkins for the toss.
All set here in the middle with our match referee Simon Taufel, who's given the coin to Tom Kohler-Cadmore, captain of the Sharjah Warriors. He's going to toss, and it's going to be Nicky Pooran, captain of my Emirates, who's going to call. So, Tom, if you give it a spin.
Heads.
Heads is the call. It's a tile. Sharjah have one.
We're going to bowl first, please.
Right, come on in here. So you're going to bowl first, and I'm sure Nicky heard that as well. Why have you made that call, Tom?
I think just the statistics kind of over in UAE, especially as bowling first, is kind of gives you a little bit of an advantage. Obviously, you get to then see a bit of the conditions, and kind of the dew normally comes in second half, so hopefully that kind of benefits the batters as well.
Yeah, and what do you think of this pitch? There's more grass on this than I've seen for a long time.
Yeah, it's the most grass I've ever seen here, so obviously then it's going to be nice to be able to react with the ball on it, hopefully get first use out of it as well, so hopefully we'll be able to take some early wickets.
Yeah, you lost your first game here. You came back and beat Dubai Capitals. How are you going? You've only had 2 games, but you're still finding your feet?
Yeah, obviously early in the tournament it's kind of trying to find your feet and find the balance of the team. So yeah, we're still trying to do that at the minute, but yeah. We've had a good week this week leading into this game, so hopefully we can kind of continue and get a bit of extra momentum like we did last game.
And on the back of that win, have you made any changes or kept the same playing 11?
Yes, we have. Case Ahmed goes out for Joe Denley.
All right, lovely. Thanks very much indeed. Enjoy the evening, Tom. Thanks very much. So yeah, you're going to have a knock, Nicky. How do you feel about that, batting first?
Yeah, we're prepared. We spoke about the toss. Obviously, it's really important here in UAE, but in saying that, regardless if you have to bat or bowl first, we need to be ready.
Yeah, absolutely. You lost your first game. You won the next 2, the last one convincingly. If you're going through the gearbox, are you in overdrive yet, or have you got somewhere to go? Yeah,
we have a long way to go still. And we have really good conversations after the first game, and the team is really responding towards working it out and figuring it out. So far, we've been decent in the last 2 games, and we're hoping that we can continue that trend.
Yeah, Trent Bolt's been bowling beautifully for you, Akil Hussain as well, and you've been getting runs. How much confidence as captain does that give you to score runs from the top?
Yeah, I mean, obviously as a captain, you try your best to lead from the front. It's really important that our senior players, they put their hands up and they step up as well, and that's what we've been doing so far. We believe as leaders in the team, once we can do our jobs, the others follow, and we're hoping for other guys to put their hands up when it's needed as well.
Same team?
Same team.
Same team, lovely. Thanks very much indeed. Thanks, Nicholas. Thanks very much indeed. So there you go. It's the toss that's been won by Sharjah Warriors. Tom Kohler-Cadmore, the skipper, said they're going to have a bowl first.
Thank you very much. Let's see what is on the menu for today's show. Coming up in Cricket Safari, we get into the mind of Warriors' prolific opener Johnson Charles as he tells us how to play the pull shot. Discuss the high-octane showdowns tonight. Charles against Trent Bolt, Nicholas Pooran against Mahesh Theekshana. And UAE superstar Mohammad Nabi reveals his dreams of helping My Emirates lift the DP World ILT20 trophy. So there is plenty coming up. Happy Republic Day in India. I've got Rohan Gavaskar and I've got Niall O'Brien alongside of me here. And look, this is a big matchup, I think, already in the grand scheme of this competition. And I'm excited for what's going to be a huge game.
I think it's going to be an absolute cracker of a game. My Emirates, with the kind of form that they've got, 2 wins on the bounce. They lost their first one. We heard Nicholas Puran talk about the honest and hard discussions they had after that game. They're back on the right track. So I think with the kind of momentum they've got, Sharjah Warriors didn't have the kind of tournament that they would have liked last year, would be looking to do a lot better this year. It's going to be an absolute cracker of a game, Niall.
Hard to get momentum when you've only played 2 games for the Sharjah Warriors. It is early days, but already Johnson Charles has showed us what he's capable of. One of those innings, in fact, was here.
Yeah, exceptional. He's been in wonderful, wonderful form. The player, or the batter of the tournament so far. And you watch him play, and it's like you're playing like a game of cricket on a computer, really. Stand, see ball, hit ball. Very uncomplicated batter, very powerful. Out of St. Lucia. St. Lucians are very proud about their cricketers, Darren Sammy and Johnson Charles. So I like how he goes about his business. Lots leg side, likes hitting down the ground, and he hits leg side, and he's going to have his home fan base behind him tonight.
He absolutely is, and the big showdown I'm looking forward to is him v Trent Boult, who has already got himself the white belt at this stage of the tournament so far. He was a little light in the wickets early doors for last season, but this season he's made amends.
Yeah, look, last season light in the wickets, but economy pretty good. This season, what My Emirates would have wanted from him are those early wickets, those breakthroughs, and he's delivering that. He's been fabulous. Again, the fact that he's getting the ball to nip back in as a left-arm quick bowler. When you get the ball to nip back into a right-hander, you know you're bowling well. Obviously, with his experience and the fact that he also has that ability to angle the ball away from the right-hander, just makes him such a dangerous proposition in that power play.
And he's particularly good in this format. He knows what to do. He obviously works hard and thinks a lot about his game.
Yeah, where he's bowling is so key for Trent Boult. And we saw him a couple of nights ago at Abu Dhabi, 6.4 metres. It's consistency. Sometimes in T20 cricket, consistency cannot be your friend. But I think for Trent Boult, he likes the reliability of his action. He gives the ball a chance to swing. And he's going to try, the length here is going to be key. He might be a little bit different here in Sharjah as opposed to being in Abu Dhabi where the ball bounces a little bit more. But I like he's getting the ball up there. Last year, he had a decent tournament. This year, he's been exceptional.
He certainly started with a bang, and I cannot wait for that matchup against Johnson Charles. Now, Johnson Charles is a very softly spoken gentleman. We had him on Cricket Safari a couple of nights ago. We're going to find out a little bit more about one of his favourite pull shots.
Hi, I'm Johnson Charles, and I'm going to talk about the pull shot today. Usually, bowlers, they want to intimidate you with the short ball, but thankfully, we have a kryptonite for that. We got the pull shot. When playing the pull shot, in my opinion, it's all about getting into position very early, and also picking up that ball from the bowler's hand as early as possible. I myself, I like to give myself as much time as possible, so I love to play it on the back foot. Now, there is another way you could play it. You could play it off the front foot, which would give yourself a lot less time, but it would feel even better because you're making connection on the front foot and you could generate a lot of power also. And you could also place it anywhere from in front of a square to backward of square. It all depends on your hand swing. So you could play it 2 ways, on the back foot, or you could play it on the front foot, all giving you very good results.
He might have a couple of difficulties with the pull shot out here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Let's head out to the middle to find out about these conditions with Nelly Germanos.
Well, we hope you're enjoying the bird's eye view of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It'll give you a good perspective on where the surface is tonight and the difference in the boundaries. Right-hand side of your screen, much bigger when you compare that to the left-hand side of your screen. And if we just confirm those numbers for you, if I'm a right-handed batter, to my leg side, 73 metres. If I go to the offside, it's just 61 metres, so much smaller. Now, to digest this pitch, we've got Waka Yunus with us, and it is a venue that traditionally does keep a little bit lower when you compare it to the other two venues. And already this season, we have seen the difference in bounce when you look at Abu Dhabi and Dubai compared to Sharjah, that one game that we've had at this venue. Sharjah showing a little bit less bounce than we've seen at the other two venues. Now, Waka, you know the surface really well. You've had a look at this. Does it look a bit different to you?
When you talk about the bounce, this surface has changed a little bit. And I'm really sure that this is coming days, more games will be played, and I think bowlers will adjust better. I've been coming here for the last, 30 years, and I've never seen a grass on the pitch. We've always been playing on the pitches, which is on to my right. No real grass on the pitches. But good thing is that the square, the entire square, the pitches we're going to even play, further games, they're all got grass on it. So I think this is going to start coming onto the bat nicely. It does not matter you bat first, you ball first. I think you got to really play good cricket to win the game. This pitch looks a real good belter.
Well, it certainly does look a belter. Got to play good cricket if you want to win here tonight.
Thank you very much. Let's take a look at the two teams getting ready to go here. The Sharjah Warriors. Niall, talk us through it.
Yeah, well, Joe Denley is in all-rounder. Batter bowls leg spin Dickwella behind the stumps. Lewis Gregory, we've seen him bowl one over. He hasn't made much of an impact with the bat or the ball. The key, really, the all-rounders. Daniel Sams, Chris Wokes, and Tikshana with a mystery spin. Superb.
My Emirates Road, talk us through this side unchanged.
Unchanged, and they're going by, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But you have a look at that quality in the batting lineup. Mohammad Wasim, Andre Fletcher, Kusal Pereira, Nicholas Puran, we know how good he is. Tim David, bravo. So it's a strong batting lineup. But for me, Akil Hussain and Trent Bolt, the two bowlers to watch out for when my Emirates bowl.
All right, there's plenty to play for here. Points being the main thing. We're going to take a short break on Cricket Safari, and when we come back, we're going to talk about another big matchup to look out for tonight. Puran v Tikshana. Stay with us. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to Cricket Safari, and happy Republic Day to all those in India watching us on Z. Thank you so much for your company. If you have just joined us, Sharjah Warriors have won the toss. They are going to bowl first. Now, we know that the DP World ILT20 is all about highlighting the big superstars from the UAE. Mohammad Wasim is one of them.
Being a captain of UAE team मेरे लिए तो ये proud moment है मेरे लिए, मेरी family के लिए कि मैं जिस country में रह रहा हूँ और जिस कंट्री में ये लीग हो रही है मैं उस कंट्री का कैप्टन हूँ. मेरे लिए बहुत प्राउड मोमेंट है. ब्लू बेल्ट मिलने पे मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई थी और मेरे लिए प्राउड मोमेंट था कि मेरी कंट्री में लीग हो रही है और मैं उस कंट्री में यूएई का सबसे बेस्ट प्लेयर था. बहुत खुशी हुई और इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करूँगा कि इस साल भी वैसे ही खेलूँ.
Into the stands, Mohammad Wasim. The UAE superstar.
मेरी कामयाबी का राज कुछ खास ये नहीं है, बस मेरी कोशिश ये होती है कि मैच की सिचुएशन और जो प्लान हमारे कोचेस और कैप्टन के साथ जो हम प्लान बनाते हैं उसी हिसाब से चलें और जैसी जो मैच की सिचुएशन है उससे चलें. तो कोशिश करता हूँ जितना अच्छा टीम के लिए खेल सकूँ, बस ऐसे ही होता है.
That's an excellent half century. Mohammad Wasim, just 24 balls.
हमेशा कोशिश मैं ये करता हूँ जब भी ग्राउंड में जाऊँ, चाहे वो फील्डिंग में हो या बैटिंग में हो, कि मैं अपनी टीम को अपनी परफॉर्मेंस की वजह से जितवाऊँ. बस क्रिकेट के लिए भी ये बेस्ट सीज़न है क्योंकि वैसे भी जब बंदा ग्राउंड में चला जाता है तो वैसे ही गर्म हो जाता है.
आपको देखकर लगता तो नहीं है कि आप गुस्से वाले हैं?
नहीं, मुझे गुस्सा ज़्यादा नहीं आता. मुझे लगता है इंशाल्लाह जैसे हम लोग तैयारियां कर रहे हैं और जैसे हमारी टीम है, पूरी कोशिश करेंगे कि इस साल चैंपियन हम लोग ही रहें.
He'll be looking to kick things off with a hiss and a roar, but there's a bit of a matchup in the middle that we want to talk a little bit about, and that is Puran v Tikshana. Niall and Rohan are alongside me. Niall, take it away.
Yeah, well, first of all, we're talking about one of the best players in the modern era, in Nicholas Puran. First of all, he's a left-hander, always more elegant. But before he even hits a ball, what guard does he take? He stays on leg stump, maybe middle leg. Why does he do that? He doesn't want to get his leg in front of the stump. He wants to take that LB out of the equation. Why? Because he wants to get access to the ball full, and he wants to hit the ball leg side. Now, the guys at Hawkeye have been up all night doing wonderful work behind the scenes, getting some packages and information about Nicholas Puran. You'll see on your screen, where is he hitting the ball? Leg side and what length. the ball is quite full, so he's bowling close to Nicholas Pooran so he can get his arms through the ball. If you bowl full, you get hit down the ground and you get hit cow corner for 6. No ground in the world game is big enough for Nicholas Pooran. Lots of 6s over the leg side. That's his area. Now, the big matchup, Theekshana. Rohan, how can he combat Pooran?
Well, when you have a look at Theekshana's variations, he's got a few variations. He's got the one where it's the googly, he bowls the googly. He's also got the one where it's the carrom ball, which sort of skids on a little bit more. And then he's got the off spinner. So look, if I was Theekshana, you've highlighted Nicky P's strengths. He likes to go over the leg side. He likes it when it's close to his body. So what I would do if I was Theekshana was I'd drag the length back a little bit and I'd make sure that the line is a little outside the off stump. I'd want to make Nicholas Pooran reach out to hit it over the leg side. Take it away from his preferred hitting zone. See if he goes down the track, uses his feet, and can he go over the offside? Can he go over extra cover? Can he go over long off? He can, but that's not his preferred area. So that would be my strategy for Theekshana. Make him go to the area where he doesn't like to go.
Okay, so I ask you then, and I'll start with you, Noel, who wins this particular matchup?
I reckon for this venue, at the Sharjah Stadium, Theekshana, I reckon he's got a little bit of an advantage over Nicholas Pooran because he's got variations and the ball might not bounce as much. So all of a sudden that ball reaching, that's the key. Make Pooran reach and try and get up the top edge.
And for you, Ro?
Well, since I firmly believe in the commentator's curse, I've just given Theekshana the whole big one over here. So I'm going to go with Nicholas Pooran. It's going to be the opposite. Nicholas Pooran for me to win the battle today.
Okay, and so win this matchup, win the game, or who have you got for tonight's prediction?
Oh, I don't think it's quite as simple as win the matchup, win the game. I think there's loads, as in all T20 games, there's lots of matchups within a game. Games within a game. I like the Sharjah Warriors. I like the home advantage. Get to know your conditions. I like Theekshana. I like a fellow called Guptill. But I reckon Tom Kohler-Cadmore is going to steal the show tonight.
Yeah, I've heard about Guptill. He's quite good. Rohan, and for you, what do you reckon? Which way do you think this could go?
You know what? I think law of averages. Sharjah Warriors haven't won a game over here since the tournament started last year. I think that's about to change. They won the toss. They're chasing. I'm going to go with Sharjah Warriors for this game.
I like that. And it's important for Sharjah Warriors at this stage of the competition, given what happened last season at home, that they adjust to conditions and they get the points tonight.
Yeah, but it's a totally different team. It's a new management, new coaches, a lot of new faces, and they've got the crowd behind them. Friday night in Sharjah, historically, pumping atmosphere. DJ's playing a blinder already.
Oh, the DJ's having an absolute hurler and the game hasn't even started yet, and they've been cheering for you, Rohan, the crowd.
Well, I don't know why, though.
Well, you're a superstar.
Well, I think they've mistaken me for the wrong Gavaskar over here. I think that's what's happened over here.
Should we go and tell them, have they cheered for you yet, Noel?
No, they asked for Kevin O'Brien. He's not here. He's back in Dublin.
All right, guys, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, first ball here in match number 9 of the DP World ILT20. We'll see you soon.